Many times I've tried to tell you, many times I've cried alone. Always I'm surprised how well you cut my feelings to the bone. I wanna leave you really, I've invested too much time to give you up that easy. To the doubts and complicate your mind. We belong to the light, we belong to the thunder. We belong to the sound of the woods, we both fallen under. Whatever we deny or embrace, for worse or for better, we belong together. Maybe it's a sign of weakness when I don't know what to say. Maybe I just wouldn't know what to do with my strength anyway. Have we become a habit? Do we distort the facts? Now there's no looking forward, now there's no turning back. Still you say we belong to the light, we belong to the thunder. We belong to the sound of the woods, we both fallen under. Whatever we deny or embrace, for worse or for better, we belong together.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first word. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word. Sweet glory to Sunday from heaven, like the first dew on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where God's feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day.
Graduates of the class of '97, I firmly believe, I honestly firmly believe, knowing who you are, that whatever you join, whatever you do in life, you will make this world a far better place, simply by your presence. Thank you all so very much for our time.
Let us love one another for the Lord. Let us love one another for the Lord. So here we are tonight, you and me together. Storm outside, but the fire's bright. Open in your eyes, see what's on my mind. You got me wild, turned all around inside. Oh, and then desire seems creeping up heavy. While inside here, I know you feel the same way as I do now. Let's make this an evening, lovers for a night, lovers for tonight. Won't you stay here with me, love, tonight? Just for an evening, and we will make our passion pictures. You and me, a twist of secret creatures, and we'll stay here. Tomorrow, go back to being friends.
Many generations have loved this place on the hill. Their experiences have provided lifelong inspiration. May the 1997 graduates' lives as well be ever kindled and rekindled from the light on the hill that is Tufts. Amen.
Reverend McLennan will light the original Charles Tufts lantern, which was dug up just a few years ago in an archaeological dig in a cellar somewhere in Somerville.
This wouldn't be a university without students, and it wouldn't be Tufts University without exceptional students. And that's what you've all been. I wish you well. 10 hours to go. Let's share it together. Here's to you.
For our newest graduates, our newest alumni, I want to hear a cheer so loud that they'll hear it all the way down at that other university in Cambridge. Let's hit it as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3, cheer.
Dial the numbers just to listen to your breath, and I would stand inside my hair and hold the hand of death. You don't know how far I'd go to ease this precious ache, and you don't know how much I'd give or how much I can take just to reach you, just to reach you, oh, to reach you. Come to my window, crawl inside, wait by the light of the moon. Come to my window, I'll be home soon. Keeping my eyes open, I cannot afford to sleep. Giving away promises I know that I can't keep. Nothing fills the blackness that has seeped into my chest. I need you in my blood, I am forsaking all the rest. Just to reach you, just to reach you, oh, to reach you. Come to my window, crawl inside, wait by the light of the moon. Come to my window, I'll be home soon.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The procession for the 141st commencement of Tufts University will now begin. Would you please welcome the class of 1997? We will now welcome the faculties of the Colleges of Arts and Sciences. We will now welcome the class of 1947, who will be ushered in by the University Honor Guard. Please welcome President John DiBiagio, the honorary degree recipients, the trustees, and members of the administration.
The 141st commencement of Tufts University will be in order. The invocation will be offered by the Reverend Scotty McLennan, University Chaplain.
May we ever have compassion in our soul, a love of life, and a commitment to genuine citizenry, building a world of peace and justice for all. May we personally learn tolerance, kindness, forbearance, and affection like lessons. May we live not in vain, O God. and may thy blessings be upon us now and forever. Amen.
O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The President of Tufts University, John DiBiagio.
Good morning. Distinguished guests, trustees, faculty, staff, and of course, above all, graduates, welcome. It is my distinct privilege to welcome you all here today to Tufts University and to its 141st commencement ceremonies on this beautiful hill. To all of our graduates and to all of your loved ones who have shared in your trials and tribulations along the way, I say, welcome to our family. We are united today by a single mission: to honor each and every one of our graduates, to say to them, congratulations, you did it. It is our privilege to be with you today as you receive your undergraduate, graduate, or professional school degree. You deserve all the kudos this day will bring, so enjoy and savor each and every moment of this truly glorious morning. So on behalf of the entire university, I offer you our very, very best wishes and our heartfelt congratulations. You have made Tufts very, very proud. Thank you.
President DiBiagio will now confer the honorary degrees as voted by the Board of Trustees. Mr. President, I have the honor to present John Baronian to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Commerce, honoris causa. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Peter Charles Doherty to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Richard C. Holbrook to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Mr. President, I have the honor to present John Joseph Moakley to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Thank you very much.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present William B. Richardson to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
I want you to know that one of my first official acts as ambassador to the UN was declare my academic transcript a national security secret. And I remember this campus. I remember the beauty and the tradition and the legacy. One of the great perks about being ambassador to the United Nations, besides my venerated title of His Excellency Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary, is traveling around the country talking about foreign policy and engagement and about the importance to your generation, the United Nations. I especially welcome the opportunity to speak to as many young people as possible. On the not too distant horizon ahead of you lies a dangerous and foreboding challenge. It's a challenge that faces every generation of Americans as they make the transition from adolescence to adulthood and dependence to self-reliance. The challenge of indifference, of inaction, and isolation towards a world that looks to America for international leadership. How you respond may determine not only your place in history, but the world that your children and grandchildren will inherit. Well, I ask you today, graduates, when the history of the late 20th century is written, will yours be the generation that accepted this mantle of leadership, ensuring the triumph of peace and democracy across the globe, and helping empower millions as they should be empowered today in Zaire, regardless of their race, gender, or ethnicity? Or will yours be the generation that sacrificed the inheritance of freedom and stood by complacently as the seeds of renewed world conflict were sown? The choice is yours, and I know as internationalists at Tufts, and with a great internationalist tradition of the Fletcher School and the surrounding community, that you will accept this mantle of leadership. So as the Tufts graduates that go out into the world, I say to you, you have a choice. You can be part of a generation that made a difference, that stood behind international engagement, that cared for America's core values of human rights and democracy and freedom, and cared about refugees, and cared about deep and faraway places where men and women are starving because they're thrown out of their homes because of conflict. Or you can stand back and say, it's going to be for me. I know you'll make the right choice because this institution breeds a liberal arts background and education that honors language and the classics, as well as the new modern technologies of economics and sound fiscal principles. So I say, in the company of these great men and women from Tufts, especially those that are honored for their honorary degrees, for their achievements in science, for their achievements in peace like Dick Holbrook and Joe Moakley. They made a choice several years ago, and it was on behalf of involvement and engagement. And I know, as the Jumbos always do, you will make the right choice. Thank you.
To all of our proud graduates today from all of our colleges, I now wish you well as you assume your role as global citizens, and I congratulate you. But I know that you will want to join me now in acknowledging and thanking those who have nurtured you during these very demanding years. So, will the parents, all the family members of our graduates, please rise and allow us to express our gratitude to you.
We shall now begin the ceremonies for arts and sciences with the address to the graduates by Eric Pleiner, Wendell Phillips Award winner, College of Liberal Arts, class of 1997.
Trustees, President DiBiagio, Provost Gittleman, Vice President Bernstein, deans, faculty, members of the Tufts community, friends and family, and members of the class of 1997, good morning. Over the past few weeks, it seems like almost everyone I've come into contact with has asked me what I'd be saying today. I told some people I'd be speaking about them, which was a total lie, sorry. I told other people that I'd be using a fill-in-the-blank speech that one of our illustrious campus publications was kind enough to print up for me. And I told most people that I was waiting for an inspiration, which meant I have no idea. And one day I found an ounce of inspiration in the campus center, just to the left of the ATM machines. John Holmes' poem, Along the Row, caught my eye. Now, I'd passed by it 100 times before and never paid it much attention, but the sentiment was one that resonated with me on that particular occasion. He writes, "How you must love this place. My heart stood still and ached to think how much I love this hill." And I felt inspired. I wrote the lines down on the back of a Baybank deposit envelope, and I stuck it in my wallet, which was full of ATM receipts from the money I'd withdrawn to pay for senior week, the cap and gown, the yearbook, and dinner since I'd run out of points. So while I feel pride today in all of the things we've done in our time at Tufts, I'm even more proud of all of the things that have yet to come. I am proud of all of the designs and inventions and performances and manuscripts that will be created by the jumbos of 1997. I feel proud to be part of an inspiration so great that I can share in it with over 1,000 other people. I have no idea what will come next from our class, but I know that whatever it is, it will be meaningful. This hill and all that has happened upon it are a gift to each and every one of us. We are guaranteed nothing when we get here. We are not promised employment, we are not promised enlightenment, we are not promised achievement. And yet, I feel certain that I and my Tufts family will leave here today with 4 years of memories and ideas and thoughts and learning that are guaranteed to be the source of our inspiration somewhere down the road. And so to our friends and family, to our professors and mentors, to those who have guided us, and even to those who may have led us astray, thank you. I am leaving in debt, I am leaving unemployed, but I sure as hell am not leaving Tufts University uninspired. Congratulations.
Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, and members of the Board of Trustees, in the name of the faculties of the university and by their authority, I declare that the candidates of the several divisions have been found worthy of recommendation for degrees. I now deliver into your hands, Mr. Chairman, the roll on which is recorded the official recommendations of the faculties for the bestowal of these degrees.
It is the unanimous will of the trustees that the degrees in course be conferred, and that each candidate be given a diploma signifying that degree and assuring the candidate all the dignities, rights, privileges, and immunities pertaining thereto.
Christopher Michael Zapala.
Story past dear alma
mighty score today. Hear Leicester down the field and never yield. Brown and blue foray. Right good foray. Hammer them hard, boys, and break through their guard. That is old Teuftonia's way. And the glorious banner once again will wave for Teutonia's day. T-U-F-T-S, T-U-F-T-S, hurrah, 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 for the dear old brown and blue upon the field. The will be gay.